Dawn,
Yes.
what's going on?
Okay. I just found out just recently in the last week that I'm pregnant. I'm 5 to 6 weeks, and the guy that I'm pregnant by, I've been seeing.
Can you? I'm going to interrupt you for a second, Dawn. The guy who I'm pregnant by is just like, what are you doing now for work? Well, right now,
Right.
the guy I'm pregnant by implies that A, he's not around.
Right.
And B, there's at least another father with another child around.
Oh, really?
This is
This
the guy.
This is the current
this
guy.
is the guy I'm
yeah,
pregnant
not
with
the
now.
last guy.
Yeah.
Don?
So you have other kids?
Well, yeah, I do have other.
Oh, okay.
Shocking.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, he is around though.
He is.
We just broke up 2 nights ago.
All right.
And
Well, he was around.
we've been off and on for 14 months, more on than off.
right.
But I had a lot of difficulty getting him to express himself emotionally to me. He would not tell me he loves me. Never. He never once told me he loved me. He only ever told me he cared very deeply for me one time.
So naturally enough, you'd want this to be the father of another child.
Yeah, why'd you let him get you pregnant?
Well, I was told that I could not conceive children anymore. I have
Why?
endometriosis, and
Who is that guy, by the way? I'd like to kick that guy in the balls.
That guy, no.
I'd like to kick that guy in the balls,
No.
and the guy says, "You'll never walk again." But 6 months later, I was
That's
dancing.
exactly why no one says things like that. What
I know.
your doctor said to you, you could have trouble conceiving because of endometriosis. You may not be able to conceive.
Actually, he told me with 100% certainty that I could not conceive because of the blood work that I was not ovulating.
Okay, doesn't it seem like
And I'm
maybe
also
you got
allergic to all kinds of birth control.
Listen, I hate to tell anyone to sue anybody, but doesn't it seem like
Well,
you got a
it sounds
case?
like, my mom said the same thing, and so did the father of the baby. Said the same exact thing. The only problem with that is he probably didn't put it in writing, so I have no proof.
Okay.
But I am looking into that.
I'm
Actually.
doubting that he said that.
Right.
But my question is
Well,
really,
here's my question too. Just by the way, doctor, what is in it for you as a doctor?
Yeah.
Yes, you doctor, to tell a patient 100% you're not going to walk, or 100% you cannot conceive a child?
You never say that.
Why would you?
You just say, in my opinion, this is how this is going to play out.
Right.
You say, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, anyway, Don.
okay,
So what do we need to do? You're 5 weeks pregnant.
right now
You already have 4 kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You didn't
and
think
this
you
is-
could get
this-
pregnant?
This is actually my
We
eighth
could
pregnancy.
have filled your vagina with cement. You could get pregnant.
Yeah, this is actually my 8th pregnancy. I've had
Your
3
8th
mistakes.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
You didn't learn
Oh,
some
okay.
of-
Well,
yeah.
touche. I stand corrected.
Okay,
So along the way, you didn't learn about birth control? I mean,
Well, no, I'm allergic to birth control. I showed signs.
All
of
right,
stroke.
all right. What do we got to do?
Okay.
What are we
All
gonna
right,
do?
what's the question?
My main concern is now that we're apart, we're still in contact. He wants to get an abortion. I'm iffy about it. But I
who
don't
has
want to
your
force him into a pregnancy or raising a child and then have him regret or neglect, me or the
Who's
child.
raising all the other kids?
Me.
Okay, where are all the fathers of those kids?
Actually, they're not around. They're in their lives, but they're not around for me. But they do good jobs. I could
How
say
many
that
fathers are there? I feel like I'm talking to my
there
cat.
are 4.
Four fathers.
Yeah.
4 fathers. 4
Right.
4 kids, 4 dads?
4 kids, 4
And
dads.
this would be 5?
Yes.
This is
So right.
I think this is a record for a white person. I didn't want to say it, but I mean, I don't think you're going to come close to the black or Mexican record here. But for
probably not.
the Anglo, I think this is a record. This may
Well,
be
that's
North
not
American,
How I chose it. It's,
and I mean that's an homage to the black and
that's just
Mexican
how it
man.
happened.
I'm not saying. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just saying you may be looking at some sort of North American white record here. I think it's 5.5. I'm going to have to look into that.
What's the plan? What is the plan, Don?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What's the plan?
Okay,
What is your plan?
need to know a male's point of view or a male's opinion on should I pursue him still, how he might be feeling.
Don,
Get the abortion. Just get the abortion.
give the child up for adoption.
Give the child up for adoption. You know you can get pregnant. Don't get pregnant again. I don't trust this guy. I don't like this guy just because you picked him.
Right.
And he's an idiot.
Are you a trauma survivor? Were you sexually abused or something?
Actually,
Yes,
no.
of course. Oh, come on.
Something.
I was
What
I
happened?
was almost molested as a child. I remember the situation clearly, but he didn't actually touch me physically.
Were you physically abused?
He almost. No, never.
Okay, what's your excuse then?
I was emotionally abused. Though.
Emotionally abused.
Okay.
Okay. You can't maintain a relationship.
It's really hard for me. The
I
longest
get it, Don.
relationship-
You're
Fine.
not
Stop
going to
having the kids, though.
You're not going to maintain it with this guy. It's not going to happen.
So basically, what you're saying is, regardless of the baby, even if I get the abortion, that he does not care about me, that I should just drop the whole situation.
Well, he's told you that, and just the fact that
No, he's told me he did care about me.
He said cared about, but he wouldn't even say love. You had to back him in a corner, and he said,
Now-
maybe he had feelings for you.
Now,
No,
the
that's
other
not-
day...
Don, look, Don,
All right.
you having been an abuse survivor like that makes you attracted to guys that are not available and abusive. Until you get some treatment, you're going to continually pick dysfunctional relationships. This guy is not into this relationship. He's backing out. He wants out. He's angry about the pregnancy. The pregnancy is not going to galvanize this relationship. It's just going to make him resentful and maybe abuse the kid.
No.
If you have the baby, please give it up for adoption.
Or just let it go. You know what I mean? Give it a fighting chance. Yeah, like a kid will do with a frog or a lizard, you know? I did that with my rabbits once. I know
Just let them go.
coyotes ate them like 2 days later.
Give him a fighting chance.
But they were too big for my apartment, and we took them up to the hills up in Laurel Canyon. We just let them go. Hey, that's Darwinism, baby. It's all right.
I second that.
If the kid does survive, it's going to be quite an individual. Do you know what I'm saying? Learning, using a bark for a scratch pad to learn arithmetic, wearing a beaver pelt. Pharaoh child.
Feral child, he will be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I can't believe that nobody gets involved with these people and tells them to stop cranking out the
she's
kids.
a menace to herself. to the
Society.
community.
Society. Jesus Christ. Is there a politician in this great United States of ours that's not pussy enough to step up? Or not such a big puss that they can't step up? This is where we have to focus, everybody. It's this.
Yes,
It's
this is it.
25, got 35 kids and 4 different dads and going on 5. And nobody's going to say a word about this. No.